Awesome, sounds good. Hey, let's post the link on the view only link, I should say, on the WooCard boys so
Okay,
they can
I
watch
got you.
it. Okay, cool. Thanks, man.
Go ahead,
And
bro.
then I had my data off whenever I was talking to Kenny, right? Just because it was, I was charging, I was talking to him for like 2 hours. And then, I was driving and I turned on my data. My phone was literally not stop vibrating for like the whole like first 10 minutes I was driving back home. I was like, oh, this guy is insane. Awesome, sounds good. Hey, let's Wait, hear me. There's like an echo. Who was that? Who's there? Someone watching me right
The
now?
link probably opened up.
Oh, okay. Cool. All right, guys. So today I want to share with you guys something that I learned from Kenny. A couple of things, a lot of things that I learned from Kenny. Let's just wait like 30 seconds just to get everybody on this call, and plus so I can finish cheering. So. First off, I think we can start off with questions. So, I asked him a lot of questions. Tried to ask him as many things as I remembered. But do you guys have any questions right off the bat that maybe he answered for me, and I could just answer to you guys?
Not for me.
Pretty sure I have one, but I forgot.
Yeah, I kind of forgot mine also.
Okay, cool. No worries. Dude, today we met at local coffee, right? And it was just me and Kenny. We were just talking, just like how we did last time. And he was, oh, what is this? Oh, I got an Amber Alert.
What's that?
But anyways, so it was just me and Kenny, and we were just talking, right? And he had his laptop open, and he was actually on the page of the lead system. I was like, bro, perfect. I don't know anything about this. And so he was like, okay, this. Guys, it is such a blessing that we're all in the Founders Club. Like not just Team WooCard, but the Founders Club are going to be pampered like crazy. We're going to be like treated like we're royalty here. So there's just a bunch of freaking incentives that I didn't even know about. I was thinking that the rotators are for everyone, but it's really only for people in the Founders Club. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Like what Matthew Trainer was covering last night about, as soon as the credits are dry, then the rotator is going to keep going. Obviously, it's automated, 100% automated, right? But it's going to keep rotating. It's just going to file in all the people in the Founders Club. and so really no one else that is in the Founders Club, they're not going to have a piece of the rotator. Maybe in the future, he was saying maybe Matthew Trainer's thinking about having them buy in spots into the rotators. But he said it's going to be a little bit more complicated than just buying spots into rotators. So they're probably not going to do that. So what I'm thinking is the first 10,000 people that lock in their spot, they have full access to the rotators 100% of the time for the rest of our WooCard careers. And it's for no one else either. I don't even think that anybody else is going to know about the rotators. Actually, they might, because people are going to be telling them about the rotators and stuff like that. But that's why it's so huge that you want to tell all your friends about this right now before the Founders Club closes out, okay? Because here's an example. Let's just say that you just joined this business a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, right? You have a small team or you don't have a team at all, okay? Let's just say that you're only, let's just say that you don't have a team at all. It's just you. You don't have any other legs, right? And yes, you might have a lot of credits in the rotators, so you might get a couple BAs here and there, and a couple customers here and there, but you can't necessarily rank up. Or I don't want to say that you can rank up. You can. By the people that you bring in. They recruit their friends and family members, and they share this opportunity with them, so on and so on. But I'm saying that it's a lot easier if the people in your team and your organization, whether you have a small team or a huge team, if they have credits in the rotators as well. Okay, because that means that everyone is just going to be filing, not filing, but just rotating through the rotator for the rest of the WooCard career. Okay. So it's now so important, so huge, guys, that we take the initiative. He was saying that in less than 48 hours, he thinks that the Founders Club is going to close. So he didn't give me like a number. I think only really Matthew Trainer knows the number, but he said like 48 hours, dude. The Founders Club should close. And so that was a pretty big thing, I thought, just because I thought the rotators was for everybody, dude. But I didn't think about it because like a year from now, 2 years from now, there's going to be, 100,000 BAs, 200,000 BAs, and the rotators are going to have to spin through every single one of them, and you might not get like anybody for like weeks and weeks and weeks because there's so many people and these, and so I didn't really think about that, but it makes sense, to minimize the amount of people in the rotator, to maximize the results of everyone's. Everyone. Also, a cool thing about it is that the reason why he was saying in order to get full access to it, you need to stay active and you need to be engaged, right? I didn't really understand the be engaged part, but to be active, for those people that Doobly, the new update, they gave everyone the power of active, another life kind of thing, right? So everyone's active. So the next 30 days, whoever doesn't stay active, they lose their spot in the rotator, right? So meaning that, we don't want to be like, okay, we'll leave, whatever, we don't want you, or anything like that. That means more clicks for us. That means more leads for us. But at the end of the day, this isn't like regular network marketing where, you're begging your teammate, dude, just please, stay one more month, just pay your auto delivery for one more month. It's nothing like that. Where, Kenny was telling me that he had a huge month where he brought in like over 100 people in his team. And then the next month, a lot of people dropped because of the certain updates with Doobly. I think it was like the month of November or December, something like that. The whole compensation plan was being updated with Doobly, and so there was a lot of confusion. People were dropping left and right. And he was like, with this, they're in the Founders Club. They're still in the Founders Club because everyone's active now. But, if they decide to go inactive again, well then, okay, I wish you can stay. Like we want to help you out, but it's up to you. That's gonna help me out, so sucks to be you kind of thing. But it's crazy if you think about it because that means less people in the rotator. There's only 10,000, maximum, and so if you think about it, people are gonna be dropping out because they joined this business for the wrong reason, and so there's gonna be less and less and less and less people. That means guess what? More clicks for us. So we definitely want to fill up these spots in the Founders Club with honest, trustworthy, hardworking people, our friends. So that's why it's so important to have a solid team in the Founders Club and have everybody in the Founders Club be a hard worker. To be a person that is motivated and so on and so on. Because even if you bring in your friends, like I was talking to Roland, and he was like, oh yeah, I want to bring this guy and this guy and this guy, and before they close. I was like, yeah, do it, but the thing is, you don't want to get someone to join and then not do anything, because that's just a waste of a spot in the rotator, like that person is getting so many clicks on his profile, but he's not doing anything, he doesn't deserve it kind of thing, right? I don't want to sound mean or anything, but you get my gist. What else? He was talking about the lead system, of course. I haven't done that yet, but he showed me how to do it, to click on the reset password link and to click on affiliate button next to it just to fill it out. So if you guys did that, you did it right. If you didn't, then you could submit a ticket. No worries. Let's see, and that's just a way to keep. Oh no, CRM. CRM is the thing that it's like another back office where it just keeps everything organized. If I'm right, then the CRM is basically a way just to keep everything organized, just to have all of your prospects, in order, and you can rate them. You can say, hot or cold, just to keep everything organized, because we're going to be bringing in a lot of traffic in the next, couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years. So, dude, Kenny's awesome, guys. If y'all haven't added him on Facebook, y'all should go and add him on Facebook right now, just so we can storm his profile, because he's a really cool guy. He's like 31 years old. He's married to this girl who's from Finland or something like that. And the cool thing about it is that he's a really solid network marketer, right? He's been in this for years and years and years, like 10 years. He's like 31 or 32 years old. And Sophie, no. And he's been in it for years. He's had a lot of experience. He was actually working with Christian Henneke and John Lavinia and Tony Rush in Empower Network, whenever they were making it big, they were making a lot of money in that company. And he was like, I never really liked those guys. They were always in it for the wrong reasons, blah, 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 and whatever. And whenever they moved to HBL, my wife was like, I knew I hated those guys, something like that. But it's just funny because Kenny is like actually a genuinely like extremely nice guy. For me and Joel, we were talking with him and Colton, our CEO, in San Antonio a couple weeks ago, and you could see like their goals and their values and just their their presence that they have in that room, that small little cramped room where we were just standing in the back. But it was just so genuine, like these guys are honestly like they have their values in the right order, which is great. To know that our leaders, the people that we're following, and people that know where this is going and they're taking it to where this is going, are not in it for the wrong reasons. And he was saying that HBL, yes, they did something bad. They stabbed Matt in the back, right? But everything happens for a reason. And having those guys out of our team, they had some pretty high spots in Team WooCar. Like for instance, John Lavinia, he was in charge of the webinars, right? So he was in charge of the I forgot the name of it, but Kenny took his spot. Kenny is now the director of this and that and webinars and blah blah blah. I forgot what the title of his position was, but he basically took John Lavinia's spot. And Tony Rush and Christian Henneke and all these different guys, everything like that. But everything happened for a reason. He was saying, like, if it wasn't for that, then, our leaders, the leaders still in Team WooCar would still be, greedy and everything like that and just be manipulating people. And it's good that they got out now rather than, like, a year from now or 2 years from now, whenever this was all, much, much bigger. So, and also, he was looking at it from the bright side of, how Matthew Trainer got hacked, like, the night of launch date, and he was saying, yeah, we don't know who it was, but it's good that we got hacked because we knew that someone had our information, and so now we know that people had our information. We changed it then. How that would have been if the SEO engine was already live, it was already running, and charger. And it was already running, right, like a year from now, 2 years from now, and then they hacked us. Like, how bad would that have been? I was like, dude, you're right. So everything happens for a reason, and we need to understand that if y'all don't. But, everything happens for a reason, and, whenever something doesn't really go your way right now, just, yeah, sure, it doesn't go our way, but if you look at it in the long run, or if you just see it from a positive standpoint, you could say, you know what, I think that could, I think that's for a good reason. I think it's for a cause. Maybe it's like a lesson or something like that. I don't know. Never mind. We're going to PT. Let's not go into PT. Let's talk about me and Kenny. So today, me and Kenny were talking also about what were we talking about? We were talking about a lot of stuff. We were talking about dream building too. It was crazy. Okay. Talking about the Wave, the WooCar Viral Engine, WVE. If you guys have any questions about that, he went in pretty good detail with that. Basically, he's saying, you know what, this was also a pretty rushed engine that he's given out to Team WooCar. It's not completely finished, but it's something that it's also a long-term tool that we're going to be using to build our business. Okay, it's not short-term. We're definitely not going to be making $1 million from that, in the next, 2 days. It's definitely long-term. So what we're going to be utilizing is the WooCar Viral Engine, the Wave. And we're just going to be sharing whatever videos that you want. And instead of pestering people, instead of annoying people, hey, watch this Team WooCar, hey, watch this Doobly video, we're literally going to be sharing videos that we already shared. Like, I opened up Facebook, and it's stuck on this squirrel video, and this lady, I was just watching on mute, but this lady was, like, doing CPR on this squirrel, and I guess it came back to life because he's all walking around now. But, we can, like, share any video that we want, like on Facebook, on Twitter, on Pinterest, on like whatever. And the cool thing about it is that it's going to be tagged to you. So whenever like a prospect goes and clicks on that video, they're actually going to be cookied. I don't know if you guys know what cookied means, but they're actually going to be cookied. So like later on down the road, kind of thing, they might get this notification of WooCar here or there or whatever like that. So it's going to be like the profile's going to be saved. I don't really understand that. But they're going to be cookied and they're going to be saved underneath you. So even if they join a month from now, that's still going to be your prospect. Pretty cool, right? So, yeah, the Wave is just the Wave is a really powerful engine. Honestly, Kenny was saying that whenever he went to San Diego last week, I don't know if you guys saw that, but the founders, the true leaders of Team WooCar, they went to San Diego last weekend, and Kenny was one of them. And he was saying that Matthew Trainer, honestly, he's 10 times more excited about Wave than the rotators. All right, so that just goes to show you like how big the Wave is. Okay, so don't underestimate the Wave. Definitely don't underestimate the Wave. And I forgot to ask him about outsourcing. Dang it, that just came up. I can always text him. But yeah, so don't underestimate the Wave. Okay, and again, he's saying that in the next week or 2 weeks he's going to unveil like all the other stuff that he didn't cover with Wave, because I think in the video he covered like 5 minutes of it, basic stuff, like we don't even know what to do with it kind of thing. So in the next like week or 2 weeks, whenever they actually finish it up, like what Matthew Trainer was saying, he's going to finish it up in the next like couple of days, right? So in the next couple of days he's going to do another video fully explaining the Wave, really just how powerful it is. Okay, and the biggest question that I asked him was like, okay, shoot, dude, well, a lot of people are saying that this is like a 2-year plan, right? And I've been telling people that, this is a 2-year window of opportunity, for Doobly at least, for Doobly. And so I was like, well, what are we going to do after that? And he's like, I can't tell you. And I was like, dude, come on, man. Like I really want to know, because are we going to be doing other opportunities? Are we going to be, doing mission trips, charity works? Like, are we just going to be like living life? Like, what are we going to do? And he was like, I can't tell you everything. He kept telling me this every single like time I asked him something. He was like, Matt Trainer will tell you whenever the time is right, kind of thing. I was like, no, I want to learn right now. I want to know it. But he told me that what he did tell me was that after we want to go away from Doobly, it doesn't have to be after we saturate the U.S. market. Or we can stay with Doobly even after 2 years, right? He was giving me both options, like, hey, we can leave right now if we wanted to, which we're not. But, or we can stay even after the 2 years. Even after we saturate the U.S. market, we can still stay, like we're still going to be making money. But he was saying that what Matthew Trainer was kind of looking for was, I thought this was crazy, he was thinking about branding WooCar, Team WooCar, like branding it and being like our own company, right? That's not really the right way to put it, but let me explain. So, of course, we all know that Matthew Trainer's best friends with Rich Cook. Rich Cook is like this guy right underneath Matthew Trainer, and they're like best buds. I don't know if you saw that video with those two guys and Colton, but okay, Rich Cook is a crazy man. Okay, for those of you who don't know him, he's like 50-something years old. He grew up in San Diego, so he's like that surfer kind of crazy dude. Well, anyways, this guy has insane connections. All right, this guy has insane connections. He was a manager of the Killers, I think, the band The Killers. He used to go on tour with Red Hot Chili Peppers and a bunch of other famous rock bands that I forgot, but Kenny knew every single one of them. He has connections. He used to skate with Tony Hawk. He used to surf with the top surfers in the world. I don't think I can tell you this. Joel knows this because he was in the meeting. But there's a really famous artist that is already in Team WooCar, and this artist is a pop singer. I can say that. But he's already in Team WooCar, which is crazy. And it is just because of Rich Cook. Like Rich Cook knows these freaking people. Like he has connections. It's insane. And it's insane. So what they're planning on doing is in the next 2 years, we're going to establish Team WooCar as a brand. So I don't know if you guys have ever seen, well, I don't think the guys in Belgium, but maybe in the United States, you've seen like those Jeep tire covers, Life is Good. Have any of you guys seen that? Like Life is Good with like a little stick figure kind of dude? No?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's like their own little brand, like Life is Good, right? And they made like hats, they made cups, and bottles and stuff like that. What?
Is their slogan?
Yeah, Life is Good. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah, and I was, reading or watching something about it. Those guys are multimillionaires, dude. Just because they said Life is Good with a little stick figure, and they made it like colorful little, little stick figures kind of thing, and they're already multimillionaires, right? Well, the same kind of situation, but we're branding Team WooCar. So we're literally gonna, well, not we, mainly Rich Cook is going to go to his, best buds, Tony Hawk, best buds, pro surfers, best buds, MMA fighters, best buds, bands, and he's going to say, how would you like to be sponsored, how would you like to sponsor Team WooCar? So like on a surfboard, he's going to have like a little Team WooCar on it, or WooCar, and they're even thinking about WooCar Fest. I thought this was crazy. This blew my mind. WooCar Fest. Whenever, Rich Cook would, of course, bring all these top bands that he's like best friends with, and literally be like freaking WooCar everywhere, dude. Like WooCar, right? And it was insane because, Kenny was wearing the WooCar shirt, and he was like, wake up, kick ass, repeat. That can really be for anything, and he has this vision of like, what? Why not? It's going to be on the the billboards for like the MMA fighters, like the guys that train and stuff like that. They're going to be sponsoring, or they're going to be wearing like a WooCar shirt, like a WooCar MMA shorts. Wake up, kick ass, repeat. And he was saying this could be for like, bodybuilding. This could be for rock climbing. This could be for, literally anything. And so that's what their vision is. Their vision is, what? They're going to brand Team WooCar and make it a worldwide brand. And so the next time that you go to Walmart, the next time you go online, the next time you go to a concert or you go to a fight, you go to whatever, hey, Herbalife, okay, cool, whatever like that. McDonald's, okay, cool, WooCar. So and there's gonna be there's gonna be everything, dude. Shirts, hats, backpacks, iPods. I don't know. But they're saying, what? Network marketing is just too unreliable. It's too confusing. There's too much like pains and hiccups and stuff with network marketing, right? People leaving, people doing this, people greedy, HBL kind of stuff. And so what they're trying to do is go away from that and say, what? Why don't we just, instead of having to rely on another company, Doobly is our money source. Doobly is our money source right now, and we're gonna make a lot of money with Doobly. Sorry, the hiccups. So with Doobly being our money source, we're still kind of dependent on them. With that whole compensation plan update, the thing that no one really likes, we're still dependent on them. So whatever they do, we still, we have to go through those valleys and those struggles and stuff like that. But we're going to get to a point where we're going to be so strong and so in every single freaking category where we can be like, what, we don't need you anymore, or we don't need anything. We're not going to be dependent on anything. We're going to be independent, so we're going to be like our own kind of company or establishment or whatever you guys want to call it. So I thought that was freaking mind-blowing, because that was much bigger than what I thought. I thought we were just going to be jumping from opportunity to opportunity to opportunity, which is good, but that's definitely not long-term. That's definitely just make a lot of money, then quit, make a lot of money, network marketing kind of stuff.
Mark.
That's not... Yeah, what's up, man?
Can we leverage that to our prospects or not yet?
I don't think so. No, not yet.
So, bro,
it's too new.
Okay.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
too fresh, and it's too it's not for sure. It's not for sure. Definitely not for sure.
Okay.
Hey, Mark. Well, I guess I'll go ahead, go through your thing, and then we'll ask questions whenever.
I ask questions right now.
I think the question that everybody would have, or the main one that I have, is for the Founders Club and for the business building aspect. What type of priority are we going to have to continue to be building the business, and are we going to be just focused on customers or building the business as well, or whatnot, and what can we leverage? Like, what would you tell your prospects that we have? Like, obviously, the Founders Club is going to be closing. I would say by the end of the week, Friday or whatever. But what does our future business building look like?
Yeah. I asked Kenny kind of the same thing. I was like, okay, well, you just came back from San Diego, hearing from Matt and Colton and Carlise and Rich, right? So, like, what are you going to focus on? Knowing the things that you don't need to tell me what you know, but, like, knowing what you know, what are you going to focus on? And he was like, honestly, dude, I'm going to focus on building right now. And I was like, is it because you want to rank up? Is it because you want a lot of people underneath you? I was trying to, like, pick at his brain. And he was like, you know what, man? I'm just wanting to build my team so I can have as many people as possible. So that means I've more customers in my business.
Fair enough.
Because at the end of the day, Doobly, the thing that we're, depending on is customer based.
Right.
So he sees that instead of just him focusing on customers, why doesn't he focus on building his team to 500 people and having those people have all these customers? Of course, they're not going to be making the same amount from your downline's customers, but you're still going to be, making some money here and there. But still, I think the short term is building a team, and the long term is customers. And so from these rotators that we're going to be having, dude, these rotators, that's so freaking massive. I don't know if you guys know that or not, but after the credits all run out, there's a lot of freaking credits in our team because some guys freaking, I've already seen pictures of like 200K, 500K, like,
Jesus.
Yeah, because he quadrupled them. Yeah, so it's just stupid.
So how would this business appeal to people after the road? Would it just be like, would it just be like, Vima or any other company?
Yeah. Oh, no. We're not going to mention. Yeah. Whenever the Founders Club closes, we're not going to mention the rotators. Because they're not going to do it. They're not going to be a part of it. But we are going to mention the Wave. We're going to mention the lead system, the CRM. There's a bunch of other things that people not in the Founders Club can do. So it's not like, oh, that sucks for them. They're not going to do anything. No, this is going to be an amazing opportunity for them. But they're going to miss out on a freaking big time, stuff. Freaking big time stuff. So, yeah, for all you guys, I'm so freaking grateful for all you guys, man. We are going to be so well off.
Dude,
I don't think about it. I'm not thinking about the money. I'm not thinking about the money, but I'm saying with the freedom that we're going to have, man.
Right. Exactly. The actual not having to go out there every 3 to 6 months and rebuild our team and our customer base and everything is just going to be taken care of.
And I was telling Kenny, I was like, Kenny, okay, I guess I need to tell you this, but because he was telling me about Matthew Trainer found a way to automate the videos. I was like, Kenny, I have to tell you something, man. A couple of buddies, of my team, they kind of found a way to automate these videos too. And so that's what we were doing. And I was telling them, hey, they were doing this mouse tracking thing, where you can, record your mouse track movements and make videos like that. And I was like, is that what Matthew Trainer's doing? He's like, I don't really think so. He said, I don't know, but I don't think so. He said he probably bought some software that does it completely, just like mouse tracking times 100. With his money, he can do that. But yeah, so he completely automated the system. The rotators are on. They're on 100% of the time. He said they're just going to be warming up for honestly for the first couple months. So that's completely long term. We're not going to see a lot of. Honestly, not a lot of success from the rotators for the first couple months, which is completely fine because honestly, if I make what I think I'm going to be making in the next 2 or 3 years, I'm happy, right?
Dude, as long as I can freaking travel around the world, I am fine.
Exactly. And Kenny was saying, dude, just think about this worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, after we, before we do the branding thing, right? Just on Doobly.
Right.
Before the branding, just on Doobly, let's say worst case scenario, our residual income is $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, barely making 6 figures, right? Think about what $20,000 a month can do for you.
Oh my fucking god! Gosh.
He was saying, dude, honestly, from the amount of customers that we're gonna be getting, because the cutoff or the limit is 10,000 people in the Founders Club, the rotators are gonna be spinning just with us, and honestly, man, that is, man, he was emphasizing, man, that is worst case scenario. And I was like, yeah, that is 6 figures is worst case scenario.
Damn.
So
only 6?
So yeah. And so what I think of what we can do is, and he was saying, and that's what I've been doing. I've been telling people, honestly, this is worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is, residual income of $10,000 to $20,000 a month. And whenever people hear that, and of course, how genuine he is, they're like, wait, really? Are you kidding me? Are you serious? Because a lot of people, they get freaked out whenever I say 7 to 8 figures, For me, I love it, but for other people, they're like, oh, no. So, I mean, maybe we can start doing that,
They
maybe we could
can't
start
handle the
using
figures.
yeah, maybe we could start, using some other tactics where he was teaching me and stuff like that. But yeah, what else? What else? What else? That was a good question, man. Yeah, and so right now, I think what we can do is focus on closing the Founders Club, man. If we get all those spots in our team, that would be freaking sick, right?
Yeah.
So what we can do, guys, is just honestly leverage what we have right now. Knowing what we know, like what we have, we should say, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm going to do. I can be like, you know what, dude? Here's the Founders Club. I'm going to say there's less than 48 hours left. Okay? Honestly, it's not guaranteed, but there's less than 48 hours left. If you want these incentives, then go for it, But if you're not, I completely understand. That's completely okay. And my feelings are not going to get hurt one single bit. 0%.
Yeah, dude.
I'm going to sleep happy tonight and the rest night and the other night. So
Yes.
don't go around like begging people. Don't go around like saying, you know what, dude, I really want you to do this. You told me 2 months ago you're going to do this, but no. That's definitely not what we need to do. I mean, it would be great if we can get your friends on board with this, but if not, dude, we don't need, I don't want to be rude.
It's their loss. It's their loss,
it's
bro.
their loss.
It's their
It
loss.
really is. It
Straight
really is.
up.
And that's what Kenny was saying too about like his Empower Network, where Christian Henneke, he told Kenny about Empower Network whenever he first started. Oh no, dude, that looks a little scamish, whatever like that. 4 months later, Christian Henneke was making like, I think it was like $400,000 a month, and he was like, okay, now I want in. So that's kind of be like the same mentality with WooCar. Whenever people see this, it's brand freaking new. No one knows what WooCar is. But guess what? Whenever we start branding ourselves, whenever they start seeing WooCar on TV and on MMA, and rock concerts and concerts in general, celebrities, literally celebrities promoting us, people are going to be like, dude, but didn't you talk about WooCar? Yeah. Then they hop on board. They're not going to be in the Founders Club. They're definitely not going to be in the Founders Club. But it's their loss kind of thing, right? So definitely, let's just go out there right now. Let's just, for me, I have a lot of prospects that are like on the fence with this. Like honestly, like at least 20 that are on the fence with this. So I'm just gonna hit every single one of them up and just be like, look, now that I actually know what the Founder Club has to offer, this is what they have to offer.
Yep.
And
Yep.
if you want this, then take it. But if not, no worries. So there was also another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, but kind of forgot it. Not really. This is something else. Not really on the same track, but California. They went to San Diego, and of course they were talking about, why don't you move over here to San Diego and work with Matt and Rich and all these different people, right? And Kenny was like, honestly, dude, it's freaking expensive. And I was like, what, really, why? Like, how much? And he was like, yeah, dude, he's pulling up some houses. And of course, you're paying for the San Diego environment, you're paying for the beach and stuff like that. But like $1 million house in San Diego is like, honestly, a $200,000 house here. Like, honestly. Sorry, not here. San Antonio. I'm San Antonio, Texas. You guys are all around the world. But that just goes to show like how expensive California is, right? And so I showed him the house that we're looking at, because it's not in San Antonio or San Diego. It's like an hour out of it. It's like an hour out of San Diego. It's like 30 minutes away from LA, so it's like in between those two.
Perfect.
And it's in Corona. Yeah, it's in Corona. And he was like, dude, if you can get this house, that is a bargain. Just because like the square footage, the price of the house, the quality of the house, it wasn't that overpriced. Like, it was honestly like the not as overpriced house on the entire website. He's like, dude, if you can get this house, man, that would be killer. It was like, if I wasn't married and 31 years old, dude, I'd be going with you, man. If I was a single bachelor, dude, I'd be going with you guys, But I have a wife. I'm already 30. It would look a little weird living with a bunch of 20-year-old guys,
Yeah, buddy.
So I was like, dude,
I'm excited.
We stay in the guest house, we have a little guest house. So, but no, I was going to tell you guys something else, something more convenient, something about the lead system or something like that, right? Oh, I didn't ask him about outsourcing, but what I do know from outsourcing is that what Matthew Trainer is doing, they automate the video making, right? So we don't have to make videos anymore. But we can still outsource. Okay, so that's what I wanted to talk to my outsource group about was, instead of making videos, for them who I know they haven't finished some of the people's orders, what they can do is Sophie, stop cutting my cord, you demon child. What they can do is they could finish up the orders by doing the new tasks that the Wave has, or something like that. I think it's Wave that you have to do the tasking, right? No, it's not Wave. It's the lead thing, right? Something like that.
I think it's the Wave.
Is it Wave?
Not too sure. Not 100% sure. I gotta rewatch the video. I watched it like 3 times and I still don't understand everything, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. No, what I was saying, like, let's just, for the people that have their orders completed, they could send the Dropbox files to them. They could submit a ticket so they could get the credits. And Kenny, by the way, I looked in his back office. I was just like that. I didn't want to make a big scene, but I was like that, and he only has like 500 credits. I don't know if he did some major thing the past couple of weeks to build up his credits, but he only has 560. And I don't want to make a big deal, but he was like, yeah, stuff like that. So I really don't think these credits are crazy. I think he has a mentality of, whenever all the credits are out, we all have an even share to this kind of thing, And so for me, dude, I'm just so freaking happy I'm in the Founders Club, dude. It's a blessing. It really is. No, but what I was saying is that for the outsourcing, for our future in outsourcing, what we can do is, now train the outsourcers to do the new tasks, which should be a lot easier. Matthew Trainer is saying it should be a lot easier. And then let's just say that the orders that they didn't finish, like for the past 2 weeks, they can basically do the equivalent amount of work for the new task. And then we could keep doing, we could keep ordering through the outsourcing group. So, and he was saying, outsourcer is a great help, and I asked him about the situation that Rob had. He submitted a ticket saying, hey, I outsourced a package of this many videos. I should have this amount of credits. I have 0. And the guy from support, he was like, what do you mean you outsource? We don't, we don't condone outsourcing, and we never said that you can outsource kind of thing. And he sent that to me, he sent me a screenshot. I was like, what? No, Matthew Trainer told us, we can outsource. He approves outsourcing. And then in that 30-minute video that we watched, 30 minutes later, Matt Trainer says, and this is what you can do for your outsourcing team, and this is what, that new outsourcers can do. It's much easier, blah, blah, blah. And so I was like, just tell the support dude that he's just, I don't know. He was just having a weird day or something like that. But what was I going to say, guys? I was going to say something really cool. Really cool. It's going to knock your socks off. But, oh well. But yeah, guys, any questions?
Yes.
We have a.
Nah, you answered my question.
What is it? Hour and 20 minutes away from the Young WooCard game plan. So.
Andy, I think Andy has something.
Oh, Andy, what's up, man?
I mean, I know it's still really new, very, very new. But if he decides to go the branding route,
For sure you will.
okay, cool. Do you think that we will be able to help with branding, being in the Founders Club? Do you think?
Oh yeah.
Well, what do you mean, help branding?
Because I've got one of my really good friends is on a skate team called Revenge, and this dude who started it, his name is Andy Schrock. He's got people just fucking all over the United States. He goes out to Cali a couple times a year, and he's got a huge team out there. He's got people overseas. He's building this skate team from the ground up. So I was just wondering, if maybe it would be possible to sponsor them and kind of help get them out there too when the time comes, of course.
Oh yeah, I mean, Rich Cook, he's best buds with Tony Hawk supposedly, dude. So I mean, I'm pretty sure once Tony Hawk hops on board, these little skateboard dudes are gonna be like, oh, or whatever like that. But I'm sure if like you, where you have some connections with that, I would just say when the time is right, we can just contact Matt or contact Rich, just be like, hey, we have this connection. If you want to go with it, let me know, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But it sounds like they have everything, like, dude, under control, man. It's insane what they have planned, man. Like the branding thing. You know, we're gonna be like the founding fathers of not just like a little team, but like of a worldwide kind of big thing, the big deal kind of thing, you know? And so it's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. It's not just about like the fame, right? Like, not
Yeah.
that, but, you know, if you guys are looking to make a good investment with this, there's going to be a lot of investment to make, guys. Just think about, you know, what about if you guys make a penny every single shirt that's sold, right? Or just say
Exactly.
you only make like a, you know, 10 cents, you know, an ad that is watched on this commercial, or, you know, it's just
Exactly.
limitless, dude. It's just freaking limitless, man. So, yeah, it's
Dude.
it's insane.
Whew. Yeah,
It's
that is
insane.
fucking massive. That's massive, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. The biggest thing that we were talking about was like the branding stuff, because, you know, it's something that's really like I don't think it's ever been done before, man. Well, I mean, it kind of has, but, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy to think that we're like right there, dude, right at the beginning. So yeah,
This is
you know,
insane, dude. We get to build this thing up, bro.
yeah, I know, right? It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, I was gonna tell you guys this. The next event, unofficial so far, but it's probably gonna be it, is going to be in San Diego, and guess when? April or May. And I was
Oh,
like, Kenny, guess what? You know, we're thinking about. I was telling them the plans, and it was like, well, that seems like it's gonna work out in your favor then. You know, and I was like, it's not coincidence, dude. It's not a coincidence. You know, everything happens for a reason, man. You know,
Yes.
so let's just bust our butt. I've already told a couple of guys this, but, you know, the house that we're looking at, man, I'm thinking the 4 top guys, you know, the 4 guys that have the income, you know, the 4 top guys along with me, we're just going to head over there. And if it's in March, if these 4 top guys, you know, have the income and are ready to go in March, then we're going to March. If I don't find the 4th person until May, then we're going to May. But that's going to be like the time that we do this. You know, whenever I find the 4 guys that can do this, we're gonna head out there. So if you guys want to be one of those 4, man, let's just do it. You know, don't just say it, but let's put our actions to work.
I'm
But I
backing
thought it was
out.
crazy. I thought it was crazy because they've actually hired this professional event planner kind of deal. I was like, oh, that's cool, kind of like a wedding planner. No, this person does events for like MTV, like for Oprah, for
shit.
like, you know, all these different like celebrity events, and I was like, oh, oh, it's gonna be like that event. Oh, okay, cool. You know, and it's cool because we're in the Founders Club. We're gonna have special seating. You know, we're gonna have like a special, you know, treatment. You know, we're gonna get all this different special stuff. So we're gonna be treated like royalty, dude. It's gonna be
And
insane.
we're gonna look fresh as fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, we just gotta get swole.
I know.
Like
That's all
Mark.
we need. That's all we need.
Yeah, no, today is my first day back in the gym in like honestly 3 months, dude. So I'm just gonna go
What?
easy. Yeah, I've
I
lost
skipped
everything.
today.
I lost 15 pounds of muscle in 3
That
months.
sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
bro.
for me,
you
that's a
look
lot
like
because I
that.
only weigh like 100 pounds. So that's like 25% of my body right there, dude. So
Damn.
I'm just kidding. I weigh like 160. But yeah. So just wanted to give you guys those quick little snippets of Kenny's brain. There was one thing though that he told me that I can't tell you guys. But besides that, it
Yeah,
really wasn't that big.
Don't bring it up.
Come on.
It really wasn't that big.
Hey,
He said,
hey. Okay, never mind, go.
he said Matt Trainer is going to tell you guys like in 2 weeks anyway, so.
Oh, I'm
Dude.
stopping the broadcast. Tell me right now after I stop it.
That'll be funny, right? Like, okay, and then you hit the live button to go live, and everyone that's watching this, oh no! I'm just kidding. No, I can't. I don't wanna. I mean, Kenny is such a good friend, man. He's a really cool guy. So he's like my little what do you call it?
Treasure
Bridge.
into the.
Bridge, yeah, the bridge to Colton and Matt.
There
and
you
stuff
go.
like that.
There you
So,
go.
definitely, guys, let's keep working, man. You know, he's looking at our team, man. He's really impressed because he knows that we're working with the young and broke generation. You know, so
Right?
yeah. You know,
Isn't it? Dude, I think we're doing great for as young as
We're
we
doing
are,
amazing.
bro. Nobody's
amazing,
over, what, 24, 25 on this team? Everyone's under.
Well, I think the oldest I think the oldest is Rachel, 23, no?
Oh, me too. God damn.
Oh, yeah, you're Rachel, the grandparents. So
Granddaddy Burton.
Granddaddy Burton over here.
So
Damn.
he was saying like, yeah, you guys are working with the young and broke. I'm working with the old and the wealthy and the mortgage payments and the whatever like that. So he knows what we're doing. He's really proud of us. So he really wants me to hit SD. And so what that means is I really want you guys to hit TC. And what that means, you want your team to hit, so on and so on. So let's put in as much work as we can so that we can show the rest of the team that we mean business. All right. So I really wanna be like up there with the other teams that we have. The Davey Coles teams, and Kenny's team is a super huge team. I want to be right there with them. So if we can do that, man, that would just be insane, dude. While these 40 and 50-year-olds are driving Rolls Royces, we'll be pulling up 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, and Ferraris and stuff. So
Yes.
there's
Love it.
no rule. There's no rule in the world saying that we can't live that
Exactly.
lifestyle in
And
our
why
trucks
not? Why not?
Why not? Exactly. Dude, I'm losing my voice, man. I've been talking all day today. I'm gonna eat right now. Gonna go work out for an hour, and then let's hop on the Young Woo Kart game plan with David, Charles, and Josh Ryan. They're gonna be covering a lot of stuff. Josh Ryan mainly the lead system, CRM, that kind of stuff, because he has experience with that SEO stuff. So let's hop back on at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and let's just stay active on the Woo Kart boys. All right, guys?
Cool beans.
All right.
Let's kill it, guys.